Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. I hope you're doing well. So today I thought it would be a bit of fun to share with you some fragrances I feel that a vampire might wear. But before we get started today, if you're new to the channel, then a very warm welcome. I create weekly perfume related videos, so if that's something that you would like to see more of, then please don't forget to click the subscribe button below. So with all of that being said, it's time to sit back, relax, grab yourself a drink and a snack, and let's get started with the video. So first up today we have Britney Spears' Fantasy Intense, a new addition to my perfume collection. Now this is a really gorgeous, sweet, kind of fruity floral gourmand type of scent. It smells really very nice. I really didn't think that the original Fantasy was going to be for me at all, so I didn't really bother with that one. I mean, I haven't tried it, I might like it, but I have a feeling it would be too kind of sweet for me. But I wanted to give this one a try because it has that addition of patchouli in there. It's supposed to be kind of a deeper, richer mood, a bit more grown up, sophisticated, I suppose you could say, and I really am enjoying this fragrance so far. Now, the reason I'm mentioning it in today's video is because I feel that maybe this could be a sort of playful take on a vampire related scent. This could be the kind of fragrance a vampire might wear to sort of trick somebody into coming closer to them, you know, because to me this fragrance is quite it's quite appealing, it's quite playful, it's quite flirty, you know. It's the kind of scent that if you smelled it on somebody, you might very well wonder what they were wearing, because it does just smell so good, very, very attractive, very appealing, quite an approachable type of scent. Also, something about the look of this bottle is kind of giving me potion vibes, maybe Halloween kind of vibes, and I just really like the look of it. So that is the beautiful Fantasy Intense from Britney Spears. Next up today we have a fragrance of a similar sort of mood, I suppose, and I'll explain why in a minute, but that is Italica from Xerjoff. Now, although this is a completely different fragrance to Fantasy Intense, you know, of course it is, the reason I feel like this is kind of a similar mood, it's quite a comforting, sweet, Moorish, addictive kind of fragrance that, again, if you smelt it on somebody, you might try and get a little bit closer to them, and it's just quite sweet, quite very gourmand, very edible type of scent. But this one definitely has kind of a darker mood, a richer mood, it's a bit more decadent. This has your saffron notes in here, so it's kind of spicy. This one is very, very sophisticated and refined compared to the likes of Fantasy Intense. But to me, they're both very sweet, approachable, kind of yummy fragrances in their own different ways. But I just feel like if a vampire was trying to trick somebody into coming closer to them, they might wear a fragrance like this, or of course Fantasy Intense. Next up today we have a completely different mood now. We're going into the very dark, rich, decadent, maybe a bit more serious, seductive, kind of nighttime type of scents. We have this fragrance here from Perfumes, and that is a very cherry rose chocolate patchouli. And this fragrance is an absolute bomb, you guys. One spray is more than enough of this absolute beast mode kind of fragrance. It's very, very strong, very, very decadent, very intense, dark, thick, velvety. This fragrance transports me to maybe an opera, and the thick kind of velvety curtains are drawn and the room is very dark, and there's kind of a suspense in the air waiting for the show to begin, you know. It's a very, very dramatic, quite a bossy, seductive fragrance with attitude about it, I would say. And there's something about this that really does remind me of a vampire type of character. Even the look of the bottle, something about this genuine wax stamp, it's really quite, it has a lot of character about it. It almost looks like the type of fragrance you would see on a film set or in a vampire's lair, something like that. It just really reminds me of not only vampires but kind of Halloween in general. This fragrance is quite gothic to me, and overall it just reminds me of something a vampire might wear. Very thick, heavy with that cherry note, the rose of course, and as it dries down more onto the skin it kind of morphs into this beautiful, dark, delicious, chocolatey, patchouli, earthy type of scent with a sweetness running throughout, but it's not really an overly sweet fragrance. It's a mysterious, kind of intriguing mood, you know. So that is Very Cherry Rose Chocolate Patchouli from Melig Perfumes. Next up today we have Noir Femme from Tom Ford. This is a fragrance I've had in my collection for a really long time now, and it's a fragrance that I absolutely adore. This is the definition of a mysterious, seductive, alluring, gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. So this fragrance has your kind of note of ginger in there in a kind of sweet way, so it's kind of sweet and spicy in a very soft kind of way. You have your vanilla kulfi notes in here, which adds a really gorgeous kind of creaminess to the scent. And you also have your gorgeous amber in here, and I believe some resins also. It's kind of slightly balsamic perhaps. Really, really unusual. It has a special something about it that I've never actually come across in any other fragrance. And the mood of this perfume, it just reminds me of a very beautiful vampire woman, you know, somebody very, very confident, quite kind of like an evil, beautiful vampire lady. That's what this fragrance reminds me of, and I just thought it would be absolutely perfect for today's video. So that is Tom Ford Noir Femme. The next fragrance I want to share with you today is this beauty here, L'Interdit, the original eau de parfum from Givenchy. Now this fragrance is a gorgeous, kind of slightly earthy, bubblegummy, tuberose fragrance with a fruity nuance to it. It's quite sweet overall, but it has something extra about it, something that brings it to a very sophisticated, slightly mature leaning level. And it's just absolutely stunning. So you have your vetiver in here, you have your patchouli, your tuberose, your pear, and your orange blossom also. This fragrance is just incredible, and the reason I wanted to mention it in today's video is actually because there's something in here that is slightly sharp in nature, almost like the sharp kind of vampire's teeth. The sharpness of this fragrance is something that I wasn't the biggest fan of at the start, but as I've worn it more often, I've kind of grown to really like that about it. It's kind of what sets this one apart from many of my other fragrances. It gives it kind of an attitude about it, it gives it a confidence, you know, and kind of an assertive nature as well, and I just feel like this would be the perfect fragrance for a vampire. So that is L'Interdit from Givenchy. Next up today we have this beauty here, an absolute classic in my collection, and that is Nuit Trésor à la folie from Lancome. Now this perfume is just absolutely incredible, you guys. It really is beautiful. I would recommend giving it a try if you're into your kind of warming, vanillic fragrances with berry nuances, and if you wanted something reminiscent of mulled wine or maybe Christmas baking. That's what this fragrance really reminds me of. And the scent itself is a very friendly, very approachable, soft, kind of easygoing, comforting, beautiful fragrance that's quite versatile to me, quite good for everyday wear, particularly in the cooler months, just because of those like warming spices that you have in here, the sweetness of it as well. It's just an absolutely gorgeous fragrance, you guys, and more than anything else, it really is the look of the bottle that just reminds me of a vampire. I really don't think this would look out of place in a vampire's lair on their dressing table. I just think it is the epitome of what a vampire's fragrance should look like, in my opinion, and it's just an absolutely beautiful one. If you haven't tried it already, I would really recommend it. So that is Nuit Trésor à la folie from Lancome. So there we have it, everyone. Those are my beautiful fragrances fit for a vampire. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I have to give a special thanks to ANMABEAUTY for supplying me with these gorgeous red contact lenses to wear in today's video, and thank you to ANMABEAUTY for also sponsoring the video. ANMABEAUTY have a absolutely stunning range of coloured contact lenses on their website. These are all soft contact lenses. Usually I'm kind of semi-aware of the lenses being in my eyes, but these ones are actually super comfortable. I would really recommend them, and they look absolutely beautiful. So not only are these extremely comfortable lenses, but I think they look absolutely stunning as well. I have really enjoyed wearing them in today's video, and I think it would be really fun to use in the future to add a little bit of something extra to my overall look. If you're interested in picking up your very own coloured lenses, they do have so many to choose from. Feel free to use my code SALLY20 for 20% off of your whole order. So thanks again to ANMABEAUTY for sponsoring the video and supplying me with these beautiful lenses, and thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you again on my next video. Take care, you guys. Bye!